Hello, yoga friends. I'm Linda Liu with Corporate Calm Yoga. So glad you joined me today. Our little topic today is stress relief. Do we have anybody out there that's feeling a little stressed in their life right now? We all feel stress from time to time. Yoga is an amazing way to relieve stress. So that is what we're going to focus on today. I invite you to either lay down or sit in Sukhasana. We're going to come in just to feeling our breath in our body, just kind of come into stillness in our body. Close your eyes. Try to close off your mind from anything else that's happening in your world. When we turn off all of the things around us, it can help us focus in on our body, help us get into more of a parasympathetic state in our mind. And once we kind of clue on that parasympathetic state, that is the rest and relaxed state that can really make us feel tremendously better, get rid of that stress that is toxic in our body. So continue to focus in here on your breath. I invite you to put your right hand on your heart and then your left hand just on your abdomen. Just feel the life force inside you. Feel your heart beating without any effort by you. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to make it happen. Body is moving and doing all these amazing things without our mind telling it what to do. And just appreciate the amazing vessel that you're in. And as you breathe in, I invite you to think the words or say the words in your mouth, in your mind, that I am enough. So breathe in, I am enough. And then breathe out any feelings of stress or anxiety or not being enough or not doing enough. Breathe in, I am enough. And breathe out any of those discouraging words or discouraging thoughts that come into our mind. Do that a few more times on your own, just breathing in that you're enough, that you're capable, and breathing out any worry or stress or to do or any of those types of things. Just appreciating the wonderful person that you were made to be. So join me in Sukhasana here. With our legs folded in front of us. Just kind of notice which foot is on top. Whichever one is on top, that's fine. You may want to grab a block if you have a block handy. If you don't have a block, you can try a blanket or a pillow as well. But we're going to move forward into a little bit of a fold on the ground here. So for some of you, you may even want two blocks if you have that available to you. Because we're going to bring our head directly over. So bringing our hips, leaving our hips on the ground, bringing our head directly over to the ground. So for some people, you may be able to get away with 0 blocks or just 1 block. But you really want to relax into this pose. Having your head on the ground is an instant relaxation to our body. It turns our body that we're relaxing. It's a gentle way to come into our body. Focus on your breath here. Take 2 or 3 nice deep breaths here. As you come back up, just kind of stretch that spine back out. And I invite you, whichever foot you had on the front, on the top last time, put that other foot straight on the front. And then come right back over into this forward fold that we're doing on the ground. Feeling a nice stretch in our whole inner groins and our thighs. And for some people in the back of their very lower back as well. But only come down as far as feels comfortable to you. One more deep breath here. Coming back up, kind of stretching out just a little bit. Now, however nicely that we'd like, come forward. We're gonna come into hands and knees and then just bring our body up into standing. Another great way to relax our body is by doing a forward fold. So we're gonna take our hands to our sides, put them on our hips, and then just bend our body forward. So we come a little bit forward. Invite your hands to join the party. Just hanging down here, or if you'd like, you can fold your hands, putting each hand over our elbows. And in a soft and gentle way, just bring your body closer towards the ground. Having your head lower their heart helps our body relieve tension, relieve any stress. With each deep breath out, we can usually come just a little bit closer towards the ground. Okay, and come back up. Kind of stretch those feet just a little bit further apart. If you want them farther apart than hip distance, if you feel comfortable with a kind of a wide stretch here, you can do that as well. Make sure you have some blocks down in front of you. If not, you can use your arms, but it's a little bit more comforting if you can use a block. So now we're going to do just what we did in forward fold, but we're going to bend our body forward towards the ground, bring our hands down to the ground, and grabbing a block. And especially if you use the block long ways, or you might need 2 blocks, you need to stack them up wherever you are, but bringing our forehead to that block. Wherever it feels comfortable for you, bring those hands just directly underneath. Sometimes we need to keep spreading the legs a little bit further until we can get down to wherever feels comfortable for us. But once you do, just relax into this pose. This is a very calming and relaxing. We're getting the blood flowing to our head. And really concentrating on your exhale here. The exhale is what will help really get us into that parasympathetic state, that relax, that rest and relaxing state of our body. Now bring those feet just a little bit closer together as we bring our head off of the ground. Put our hands back on our hips and come straight up. Bring those feet a little bit closer together. Just kind of wiggle it out just a little bit. Now, in whatever nice little way, we're going to bring our bodies down to the ground. Let's just be kind and generous to yourself today. And we're going to go into child's pose first. The pose that we're going to do is called rabbit's pose, but we're going to get there from child's pose. So I invite you to put your head down into child's pose on the ground here. And now we're going to we're going to bring our head down to the ground in another way. So we're going to take our hands directly behind us, and we're going to stretch back, stretch our chest forward, and then bring ourselves forward so that we can put our head on the ground. So our knees are bent, and we're bringing our hands over our forehead, over our head, as close to the ground as possible. And our forehead is on the ground. Now for me, it's kind of nice if you want to do like a little bit of forward and backward motion with this, or you can just stay static, whatever feels comfortable for you. But you feel a nice, calming, relaxing way as we come into our head. And then come back up for a moment, bringing ourselves back into just a seated position, like lightning bolt pose here. Bring those hands back together behind us. Shoulders together as we bring our head closer towards the mat and have our top of our forehead on our mat. And then just come into the very top of your head. And really see your whole, almost like you're going to start a headstand here. And then just doing a little nice massage of the top of our head here. All right, then bringing ourselves back up. Now we're going to come into Thunderbolt pose here, which is really just our hips directly on our ankles, above our ankles here. For some people, this is kind of hard. For me, when I was going through yoga class, I could not do this at all. So this is something I really had to learn how to do. So block can be nice here if this hurts on the top of your knees. We're going to be here for just a little bit. So come into whatever is comfortable for you. You can also put a blanket back there as well in between those legs to make it feel better as well. Now we're going to take our hands, we're going to put both hands straight out. We're going to bring our right hand underneath our left hand. We're going to come into eagle arms here. So as you can tell, we're just crossing our elbows here, and then we're trying to bring our hands together if this is a possibility. If this is not, we can have the opposite part of our hands together. Whatever is working for you today. So as we're in eagle arms here, and just not be a static eagle. Let's kind of fly upwards, and then let's think about bending forward too into our eagle arms. And then coming back up, breathing in, and breathing out as we come a little bit further forward. Breathing in one more time. And breathing out as you come closer to the floor. Okay, shake out those hands just a little bit. We're gonna do that again on the other side. So bringing both hands down, out to the sides. This time bringing your left arm underneath your right arm. Bring both of those hands together, coming into eagle pose here. And then we're going to lift our eagle up to the sky, bring those shoulders up, and then bring our eagle in and down. As we come in, we're really stretching out the hole in between our shoulders here. And coming back up, breathing out as we come back down. And breathe in as you bring those hands a little bit closer towards the ceiling, and breathe out as you bend forward just a little bit. Okay, nice little way to stretch out our shoulders and the fronts of our legs as well. Now we're going to lay flat on the ground here. We're going to come into shoulder stand or plow pose. You can also come against a wall if this is hard for you to get your body up. So think about coming against a wall as well. This is a great pose to really help us with calming our mind, stimulates our thyroid, also our prostate gland. So what I want you to do is lay flat on the ground, bring those legs straight up in the air. Now we're going to take our hands, we're going to lift our hips and then put our hands directly under where our hips are. So bring your hips back and then straight up into the air here. And if this is a no-go for you, like I said, either use a block here, you can use a block under your hips, or you can come against a wall. That will make it a lot easier. Getting all that blood flowing in an opposite direction is great for our lymph system. As well, it's also great for improving our digestion. It does so many great things for us. Now, if you'd like, you can come out of this pose if this is enough for you. But if you'd like, you can also bend those legs straight forward, more towards your head, and you can come back into plow pose. So you can't even put those feet on the ground if you'd like. But if this is a no-go for you, just kind of put legs up the wall as well as another option. And then bring those legs back up into the air, and then one vertebrae at a time, bringing them closer to the ground. Great job there. Then bend those legs back into a seated pose. Just have one more. Just like to stretch out the side of the body. So we're just gonna do a simple side stretch here. We're gonna take our right hand, put it on the ground next to us. Just stretch over towards the right with our left hand directly in front of us, trying to have both of our shoulders even with each other. So one is not going forward or back, but even with each other as we come over to the side. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out. Bring that right arm straight up. Then coming over into that left hand side. Bring a nice stretch all the way down the side of the body, the side hip, the lower back. Let's all get into the party here. One more time on each side. So right hand over to the side. You can come down a little bit further if you'd like to come onto your elbow this time. And then as you come back up, and come over to the left hand side as we put that left elbow on the ground, or maybe not. And then you come over to the left hand side. I invite you to lay down on the ground. Now it's a little bit of time for yourself. Grant yourself this time just to enjoy all that you've accomplished today. So I invite you to lay on the ground. Just get as comfortable as you can, laying on your back. And I'd like you to start at your head. Just relax your forehead. If it's crinkled up at all in between the eyebrows or on the top of the forehead, just release that. Just a little Botox for the forehead there. Just releasing all of that stress and anxiety that we hold there. Not the eyes, just release any tension or anything you feel in the eyes or around the eye sockets. And then into our jaw, just kind of move your jaw around just a little bit. As you relax your jaw, any tension you feel in your jaw, or your teeth, or your lips. Now into our throat, just relaxing our whole throat and neck. And relaxing those shoulders, the muscles on the tops of our shoulders. Feeling our shoulders really being supported by the ground. Feel how the ground is really holding up our body. Now into the mid part of the shoulder and mid back, feeling yourself supported, releasing any tension in that part of the body, into the arms, and into the hands, releasing any energy, any stress, moving our fingers around just a little bit. Now concentrating on our hips. Move our hips a little bit from side to side, getting our body just as comfortable as possible. Into our lower back, releasing any tension or muscles that are grabbing towards each other. Now into our gluteal muscles, some of the biggest muscles in our body. Just relaxing, letting the ground hold us up. We don't have to hold our body up, just letting the ground hold us up here. Now into our legs, relaxing the muscles of our legs. Just breathing into our legs, feeling all the way from our calves to our thighs, just relax. And rolling around our ankles just a little bit. And into our toes, kind of rolling our toes around, bending and stretching our toes. Just taking a total body scan, knowing that our body is completely relaxed. Now again, as we did earlier, I'd like you to breathe in, knowing that you are enough. Shaking off that feeling of not having enough. Knowing that you were perfectly made by the creator of the universe. that you are strong, that you are beautiful, that you are enough. Now, my yoga friends, I invite you to sit up, just in an easy pose. This particular yoga sequence was inspired by my cousin Laura. She's a great mom who takes care of a darling little special needs guy. So for all of you moms or friends or husbands or anybody out there feeling stress, hoping you enjoyed this yoga sequence, you feel a little bit more comfortable in your body and in your mind, knowing that this beautiful universe of ours supports us. We don't have to carry the whole world on our shoulders. Release all that tension and you will go through life floating, feeling a lot better about who you are and how you were created. I invite you to put your hands together. I'd like to end our practice in Namaste. Namaste means the light in me sees and honors the beautiful light that is in you. Namaste.